Hi Taurus, welcome to the message you need to hear for March 10th through March 24th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. The star could be that you're hopeful things will work out over time, or that you're glad something's over so you can heal. We shall see. Okay. All right, so we have the Ace of Swords, the Emperor. Hello. Two of Cups. Temperance. You see that? Yeah. 10 of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. Queen of Swords. And the Hangman. All right. Oh. Okay, so something has been cut off and perhaps, okay, you know, this could go either way, couldn't it? Because right now, preliminarily, without clarifying, this is about either something's been ended and cut off and there's an attempt to regain some kind of control or structure in your life, or this is about having a mental, some clarity, having a clarifying conversation and a breakthrough, and now you are seeing somebody who can help you sort things out. Whether that's a lawyer or whether that's a therapist still remains to be seen. I think they still love you and see you as somebody they want to be with, a soulmate. And they are exhausted and they need a break and they need some time away. I also get the feeling that they're respecting your space. So they're just as tired and like, but at the same time, they don't want to get in your space. They're trying to be respectful of the time or the time apart that you want. And perhaps you are going through some kind of negotiation about the assets that you two shared together, or that things are being separated, maybe moving house. Things are being, here, this is yours, but I want to take this, here, take that. So it could be that they're not wanting to rock the boat or be dramatic. I feel like things are set in motion and they kind of are wanting to be respectful, and they also need a break, but they're also not sure what to do. Like they're trying to be like, okay, what's the best thing I can do right now? The last thing I want to do is be seen as dramatic. I don't think they're going to be able to contain it for long because I think they want to come back in and on this high, of like passion and romance and gonna make everything work, like this creative, being inspired to work things out and to think that they can be charming and dashing and sexy and sweet and cook for you or take you out or whatever it is. And I think that it's about you saying very clearly under no uncertain terms how it's going to be, whether it's, all right, if we're doing this and that, or no, I'm cutting you off. No. And it's only indirect communication, maybe online, or just very matter of fact, like it's almost like this is just shot down because you're like, no, we've been here before. Things get weird, and then you come rushing in on this, like a knight in shining armor, or like this, you show up with beer and naked, and you're thinking that's going to make everything better. So I think this is about you. The bitch card. Okay, I think this is about you, either one or the other, cutting things off and being seen as a bitch, which is really just assertive, right? This could be male or female, but just putting your foot down about something. Or this is about saying, okay, this is how we're going to do it. This is the trajectory we're going to go in, and this is how we're going to get there. But I think this is more, well, I don't know, see this. Okay, let's get into it, because this could go either way. This could be decisive, assertive action as far as bringing you two back together, or this could be like, no, I'm cutting things off, I'm standing my ground. This could be clarity of thought, or this could be the death of something between you two, hence the need for healing, or is this a hope for things to work out over time? What's this Two of Cups about? Okay, so we got the Ace of Cups there, or sorry, the Page of Cups. I don't know if you could see that. What's this Temperance about? Taurus. Okay, given time. This was a heavy, oppressive relationship that probably ran its course. We got the Ten of Pentacles here. This is Ten of Pentacles about. You know, I feel like they don't want to... Okay, you know, Taurus, is this somebody that has mental health issues? And the reason why I say that is because they're very concerned with how things look and being vulnerable. Not that that's a, you know, oh my gosh, they have mental health issues. They're proud. No, but this feels like a cycle with this person, that it's come to this because you've been here before with this person, and it's largely because they cannot. They're 1 minute they're this Temperance, this angel wanting to be compassionate and give objective, you know, compassionate distance and respect and being patient and hoping things work out, to this. It's that back and forth intensity. There's no balance with this person, and they can offer it, but they can't sustain it. They're not measured, and not that they're bad. It's just that I think there's something that's unaddressed, and they feel really like they wake up one day and go, okay, we're going to do this, whatever. And by 3 o'clock, they're over it, and they wanted this and that, whatever, and wanted to go this way. And it's a complete opposite of what they started out doing. Always changing course, always this and that. There's just this, like, it feels like there's this instability or this need, this restlessness, this unquiet mind, indecision, and then they want to make up for it by taking charge and doing all this stuff. So we've got this damage that's been done here. This would suggest somebody's kind of wrapped up in their own feelings. It can be a very immature, almost selfish love. Someone's largely focused on their own awareness or their own feelings. It's a small offering of love, maybe almost ethereal in the sense that it's not very grounded. It's just like talking about love or loving the idea of love. And so we've got a soulmate connection based on that, but the focus might have been largely someone being kind of self-absorbed or kind of all about themselves. And maybe you've asked for distance or balance or perspective, just, you know, I need to whatever. You could just give. And they know, I think they know what they did, what's going on, what they did wrong, or what their part in it was. I shouldn't say what they did wrong, but what their part in it was. They know how they contributed, but it's shame-based and there's pride. And I think this shame-based because they realize, Taurus, there's nothing that they can do on their own about it. There's either some kind of affliction or addiction, something that kind of runs them, and they have the best intentions, but it gets the best of them and they can't control it. And it's something that's always gotten in the way of you two connecting. And it keeps them focused on that rather than on you. This was kind of all they had to give to you. This could have been a child, but I don't think it's a child here. I think we're talking about something that has always been a priority to this person rather than the connection. And they'll go to great pains to protect it. Like I said, this could be addiction all the way to a sort of an existing condition that they've attempted to mask, hide out of shame. And then when, you know, it's exposed, they have nothing but excuses. They get defensive and they, you know, want some time apart or whatnot. And then they turn around and want to rush back in and make it right. And it's like, do you realize how unstable you look? Like, do you realize how this is so not what we need? Not at this stage in our life. If we're talking about planning, marriage, this and that, I don't need you riding in like a knight in shining armor. I don't need you showing up with beer and naked. That's not going to fix this. There's so much more than that. I can go down to the damn store myself and get my own beer. I don't have to be naked, but you know what I mean? It's so much more than this sort of passionate, sexy gesture of maybe 1 week or you know, to a month or something or whatnot. This is not going to fix what's wrong here. And I don't know that they get that. And I think for a long time, this has been affecting the stability of the relationship. And they know it. but I honestly think they feel powerless to do anything about it because they don't really quite understand what it is about them or why they are the way they are. And if they don't understand, if it's a mental thing, they don't quite have a grasp on it, but there's like shame. If it's an addiction, true addiction, it gets the best of them every time. And they feel like, what's the point? I make no progress. So yeah, I know this part of me's crap, but I'm going to give you the best whatever to make up for that, but it doesn't make up for it. You know what I mean? So what's this Knight of Wands? I feel like this is them wanting to come back in like with some grand idea to save the day again. Or this could be man or woman, but just... It's kind of sad, really. What's this Knight of Wands? Taurus. What's this Knight of Wands? This could be Leo. Could be dealing with the Sag. Could be dealing with the Pisces, Libra, Aries, Aquarius. So it's kind of a mixed bag here. You know, Capricorn, Sag. All right. I feel like this is a strategic, calculated move. This is either somebody that's gonna go step out on the relationship and do their thing with someone else's thing, or this is them thinking, okay, this will fix it. This is strategic. This sort of coming back in, wanting to, you know, make everything okay. And no, we're not in high school or college anymore. Like, that's just, the time for that is over. We got stuff to deal with. This is accumulated issues, wealth, things, time. This is an accumulation of whatever. This is the result of the relationship here. And this person is heartbroken over it because I think they know deep down that they can't really control whatever's going on, and yet they're culpable somehow, if not for quite a bit. So this is either them stepping out on the relationship, like, well, screw it, I'm just going to go do something unreasonable because I'm having a bad day. Okay, real mature there. Again, that's their thinking. Or this is someone thinking that rushing back in is going to fix it. It's calculated, and it's not going to. And that's why you need to take a hard line with this person. This could be male or female. So if you're dealing with a woman, you need to be, you know, think like a woman. You need to, it's just about taking a hard line and being assertive and being like, this is how it's going to be, whatever that is to you. But I think this is also saying to cut it off. I think this relationship or this situation right now has run its course, and I think the person secretly kind of knows that they messed up and they're trying to be respectful, but the more they feel like you're slipping away, the more this is probably likely to happen, that they're going to rush back in there strategically, because if they think that this is it, they might have a problem with that. So on the one hand, they want to be strategic, or they want to be respectful and give balance, or, you know, maintain a compassionate distance, trying to give somebody their space, trying to respect that, honor that, because the relationship has just devolved, so to speak. Like, it's gotten kind of unhealthy, right? But then I think this is going to get the better of them, realizing that they're heartbroken over this ending after all this time. It's just not going to work. It just can't. It's just, there's something that's getting in between someone every single time. Could be addiction. And they have the best intentions, but it's also strategic because, like I said, they're going to feel like you're starting to slip away, or that this really truly is it. There's been a cutoff. And that's when they're going to rush back in and or go out and, God forbid, but use, I mean, this could be needles, okay? They're going to do something that's going to make them feel better about this. If this strategic rushing back in to save the day with you doesn't work, they're going to try and alleviate the stress somehow. And this is why you have to take a hard, firm stance and just be very decisive in your approach. This could also mean going no contact. Could mean communicating only through online. What's this Queen of Swords about? Got the Page of Wands there. What else for this Queen of Swords? Now, God, you know, it could be that this is saying, all right, if this is going to work, this is how it's going to have to be, and we're going to start off small. about whatever's being offered. We're going to take it down to this level where we're kind of just going to be talking. Perhaps it's indirect communication online. Perhaps this is someone checking themselves into rehab, or doing something, trying to be proactive, and you're still only communicating online, but you're remaining encouraging. You're trying to be supportive and encouraging, but only with online communication. It could be that. We got this here, and I think this is about, again, this could be a romantic offer of love, but considering this situation, this could be something where someone's really trying to keep their emotions in check, but you can just feel the intensity and the coming off of them, and they're trying to behave, they're trying to be good, they're trying not to be too intense or emotional, but it's really hard for them. And so they could be coming at you like a freight train, and you're just like, no, this is how it's going to be. We're going to take things back a notch, and we're really going to slow it down, and we're going to operate on this level. And in regards to this, we're going to operate on this level. And it's about you having to be the tough guy, hold the line. It could be about you only wanting to communicate and talk about this offer of reunion, because here they come back in. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to do everything good. And you're like, no. We're only going to speak in short bursts. We're going to only communicate indirectly online right now. I don't want to face-to-face with you. I cannot. This has to be this way. Online communication or intermittent communication, nothing too deep. And regarding this offer, it's like, it's got to be in check right now. We can't even address that until this is addressed. All right, what's this Hanged Man about? Perhaps it's that they need to know that you'll hold off on making a decision because you're confused. They don't want you to make a decision yet until you're clear-headed. So that's kind of... because it's like, well, no, don't make a decision yet. Dude, I've had all this time. It's come to this. I didn't just wake up and decide this. It has come to this. I am plagued by our past issues here. I have no choice. Everything's come to a head. And it's not that I actively made this decision. It's kind of like I realized it was the only option. I am not confused. Maybe I haven't done anything about it, but this is where it's at after you've done all the things that you've done, or that we've been through all the things that we've been through. It's kind of over. Even though I might not want it to be over, that's the way I feel. I'm not confused. I'm merely overwhelmed, and I don't know what my next move is. So I think they would prefer that you would be kind of feeling like, all right, well, I'll wait till, somebody else makes that decision and goes through what they need to go through. This could be treatment. This could be them wanting to know that you'll still be there for them, waiting for them if they come out of treatment or rehab. This could be them wanting you to be open to a second chance. And that they really hope that you're still kind of confused, because if you're confused, that means there's a chance. It could go either way, right? But if this was an 8 of Cups, like, nope, I can't, I'm just walking away, then it's like, oh boy, then we'd probably bring out the King of Wands or something. I don't know. But the point is, I think they want to know that they still have a chance with you. So whatever you decide to do with this offer, because here they come, I think it needs to be, I think you need to be very clear-cut and decisive, which probably isn't a stretch, right? If you've been with this person and you kind of know how to handle certain things and whatnot. It's just that this right here, it's kind of hard always having to be the one in charge, or the tough guy, or the one that is the organized one, or the one that can manage this or that or whatever, the adult, so to speak, right? It's kind of a drain to have to be that way. Just saying. I really think they want to hear that it's not over, that there's still a chance. Like, if I go through treatment, or if I go into counseling, or if I do something, if I take a look at this realistically after I do whatever, will you still be here? Can we just say you're confused? Do we have to say that it's over? You just don't know what to do yet? All right. What's this Emperor about? two sevens. Okay. It's two sevens again. That is just food for thought. News. So this is deciding, perhaps you are going back and forth in the negotiation process with lawyers or the judge, and it's basically negotiating with the powers that be about the fate of this relationship, perhaps distribution of assets, who gets the kids, perhaps that's it, or, you know, if we're going to divorce or not. Maybe this is talking with a therapist. This is some kind of person that's main focus is to reinstate control and efficacy either in your life or the relationship. So this could be talking about somebody, about your frustrations and how you feel conflicted and confused and what you want to do about the future. It could be both of you talking to a counselor. This could be you two working with the same lawyer, a paralegal, a judge. So I feel like you're at the crossroads, Taurus. I feel like maybe a decision's been made, but not really. Like you're like, oh my God, I don't know. I think this is it. But it's not a solid decision. It's more like, okay, what do we do now? I don't know if I can get the feelings back. I just don't know. And we've got confusion here. And it's going to start to stress you out and make you sick, because 3 sevens is infirmity. So be careful, because you're going to get so stressed out, you're going to make yourself sick. And, you know, I'm talking like colds, and I'm not talking like, whoa, big deal stuff. But this is taking its toll on you. We got the 10 of Pentacles. We got the Devil. We got the Judgment here. This is pretty heavy duty. And then we've got overwhelming confusion. I think there might have been, you know how you just know and you can't not know what you know? So all of a sudden you might woke up and just, I can't take this anymore. I can't do it. And yet, then all of a sudden you start negotiating with that, because you're like, no, wait a minute. I don't want to be done. But you can't help it, because something has happened. There's been a click. All of a sudden the door shut and became part of the wall. And you can't not know what you know. And you know you've reached your threshold. You know this is it, only you don't want it to be it. The other person probably knows it. We got the Hangman and Temperance here. Both cards are about letting things be for now. This is being completely in limbo, not having a choice. Like there's nothing you can do about this situation, yet you're affected by it. That's frustrating. And I feel like this person wants you to still be open to a reconciliation, or they want you to stay confused. They don't want it to be over. They're trying to be respectful of time and space and energy, but I think it gets the best of them. The more they feel like you're doubting or slipping away, or that you're okay with the distance, they don't like that. Taurus, what else for Taurus? This is a relationship that cannot be sustained right now. Somebody is just out of your reach. Somebody is not in a way, or you're not in a way to be in a relationship with this person. This is saying that it's probably a timing issue. That's putting it very mildly, isn't it? The way things are right now, this relationship cannot be. You've got somebody thinking about their love, but they can't be together. This is spirit. This is the person. The two cannot intertwine. They can't connect on one plane or the other. They're separate. There's a love there, but it just can't be right now. But it's also, this person has everything to do to fulfill their life purpose and to go solo. And that's the way it has to be right now, because this other person is doing their thing with their agenda at hand. So it very well could be somebody needs rehab, and they've got to do that, and you're just like loving them from afar or a distance, that it's just too much for you to make a decision right now. So you keep the connection open. This is keeping the connection open, albeit indirectly and online and minimal, like just, hey, you know, great job on your 30 days or something. But this is just, you can't. What else for Taurus? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, I was pulling this one, but this one came out too. So, choice. It's going to be your choice. You have to accept the way things are right now. That you're affected by this. There's nothing you can do. You're affected by this, but And it's maddening and frustrating, I get it. And round we go, don't we? Because where does that leave you? You know what I mean? It's like, well, I want to be with this person, but how? They've accommodated an addiction or something that finally got the best of them that they now have to deal with, and yet there's nothing you can do about it. So it's really frustrating because you're like, well, I want to be with them, I want to help. You can't. It's got to be them dealing with it. Taurus. Oh, I shouldn't say you can't, but I mean to get in there and solve it and fix it for them. I mean, that way madness lies, right? All right, Taurus. Taurus. This says warning. Again, that way madness lies. This is not about you getting in there and making it better for them or getting involved in any way. This has to be something that they deal with. It's like a comeuppance. They have to deal with it themselves. But that leaves you a bit nowhere, doesn't it? And it's frustrating. All right, 2 things, 2 cards for Taurus. 2 cards. Oh, hey, look at us. Almost a half hour. Awesome. Taurus. What are you doing? Taurus. Taurus. Okay. All right, Taurus. Taurus. Oh, okay. There is a huge challenge, and because of that, you're taking some time apart. So pretty much what I just sat there and said for the last 25 minutes, we just could have pulled those 2 cards. It'd been fine. Yeah, this is not moving forward, things being stuck, problems, and taking some time apart because of an insurmountable issue in the relationship. Your ex would tell you, or this person would tell you if they could, I'm sorry I couldn't do right by you and I need more time to figure things out. Oh, and it's blurry. Wow, really? That says warning. Can you see that? There, yep. Kind of, sort of not. It says warning. All right, Taurus, I'm sorry. I know you're in limbo. I know it sucks and you're frustrated. You need to stay organized and stand your ground because you can't get sucked into this. This has got to be this person's own process. Of course, like I said, that leaves you a bit nowhere, doesn't it? That's frustrating in and of itself. I hope this works out for you. I truly do. And I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care.